Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the ECN Leadership Channel. It's been a while since I came to you last, and that's because I've had my hands full. So a couple of new projects came on board and needed my attention day by day. So I deeply apologize for being out of the space for quite a while. But now, having been able to stabilize and now put a lot of structures and systems in place, it's high time I continue to now drop those leadership videos. And today, just like I told you sometime last year, that the nuggets I'm going to be dropping are going to be real life experiences. So as I see them happen out there in the field, as I see them happen there in my day-to-day work, quickly I pen them down and I share what the outcomes should be in response and in course of our leadership experiences. So today I came across two keywords that every leader should have. Number one is empathy. Number two is courage. Courage, empathy. And these are very two keywords. Empathy, because in our clients, empathy most times are not shown, either due to our cultural backgrounds, either due to the experiences that we've had. Empathy is left out in a lot of organizations. Leaders tend not to show empathy. Managers, there's a difference between leaders and managers. We've clearly said that in all of our videos in time past. And so many people that are meant to be in leadership positions are playing the role of a manager, being not empathic to the conditions or to the welfare of the people they are leading. And so by doing that, they do not get the peak or the best out of their people. Human beings are social beings. And so if you ever want to get the best out of any human being, then the empathy side of you must come to bear. You must be able to interact. You must be able to recognize. You must be able to pick out when an individual is going through an emotional condition, an emotional torture, something that has to do maybe from where it's coming from, or something happened at the farm. You just must be able to decipher. And you being a leader, you should be very observant to be able to know that this individual normally doesn't behave in this kind of manner. And so by applying the rule of empathy, you are able to now engage the individual, come down to his level, and be able to really identify what the barriers are. Because until you are able to help remove those barriers, then the issue of performance becomes a challenge. Yes, you might not be able to remove all the challenges. When it comes to challenges with regards to the workspace, you can be able to remove those challenges as a leader. That's your role. But maybe if the issues or barriers that this individual is facing is from maybe the home front or from somewhere else, the best you can do is always lend a listening ear, prefer your kind of solutions. If you've ever gone through that kind of situation, somebody that has gone through and how they made it out, you're able to prefer. So it shows that you care. That alone soothes and calms the individual down, and then he knows that I'm not missing alone. So empathy is missing in a lot of our leaders. And now the second one is courage. Courage, because if you are a leader that shows empathy, you are able to stand up for your team members. That is something that's missing. Many leaders that we have in many organizations only toe the line of the organization, forgetting that they are leading. I know a lot of in our space, a lot of people are much more concerned about their jobs or concerned about their roles than to be concerned about who they lead. They're much more concerned about looking good in front of management and then throwing their guys under the bus. It shouldn't be so. Leaders should be confident. Leaders should have courage to be able to challenge the status quo. I do not mean set the organization at loggerheads. I mean consciously, courteously communicate objective issues and put them on the table rather than sweeping them under the carpet. And everybody in the organization thinks everything is going on fine, but really everything is not going on fine. So it behoves that the leader brings to the table objectively, courteously, because you must mind your language also, but you are ever ready. They know that you're ever ready to put the stacks on the table and say, this is not going rightly and we need to fix it for my guys, because when we fix this or remove this barrier, then these guys can become high-performing teams. That's what's missing. A lot of leaders lack that confidence and they lack that courage. And it is something every leader should have. It's a must-have. So empathy, courage, 2 keywords. And I got provoked by this because I was listening to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and she mentioned these 2 key features. And in the last about a month now, I have been around a space where I consult for, and I saw that clearly this has been what has been holding the team back. And so being able to really stand out as a leader, you should be able to show these 2 principal traits. So this is what I bring to you today, and I hope that this has pricked and spoken to the heart of a lot of leaders out there, intending leaders. Guys, you need to get out from that box. You need to get out from that box. In fact, the organization would treasure you when they know you're an individual, that you are very objective. Criticism cannot be removed from any high-performing organization. No, it is when you criticize out of sentiment, but when criticism they are objective, they are straight to the point, they help you. You are not critiquing to pull the system down. You are critiquing because you would also prefer a solution which will now move the organization and the structure of the system forward. That is what objective criticism does. You don't just show the problem, but you also bring about the solution. You most times you prefer a solution, and then by preferring a solution, is either your solution works right, or that triggers the heart of every other person sitting on that table, and they begin to think, okay, what? Because everybody recognizes that there is that problem, but nobody is courageous enough to be able to speak. So now you speak. You prefer a solution. Your solution need not be the best, so don't also stay on your solution and say, no, this must be because I was the one that brought. No, you should also be open-minded, because by doing that, you have empowered every other person on that table to now begin to think solution-mindedness, and to be solution-minded. And once they're solution-minded, everybody begin to prefer solutions, and let the best solution now be able to take care of that issue, and you and your team on your way, or your organization on your way to becoming happy for most things. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for listening. And as I said, the videos will be coming a lot more now, having been able to clear some of the vital things I had at the beginning of the year. So see you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, share, and let me know what you think about this video. Yeah, thank you very much, and see you very shortly at the next video. Bye now.